There we go. Now we got microphones. All right, we're getting ready. All right, here we go. Let me get me mic'd up here. Sit Tiffany inside here shortly. All right. Let's at least get some more music going here. We'll check the camera. We'll make sure everything's going good here. Okay, here, all right. We are.
I'm superstitious, but it doesn't have to do with me. Won't waste my wishes on it if it wasn't meant to be. And I'll only go out for the moon. I'm hanging on the crest. Yeah, you can meet me if you choose, but I won't hold my breath. No, I won't make you stay, make you stay. Like the stars that fade away, fade away. I've waited long enough for you to show me what you need. And I'm left with nothing here, just wondering why you can't believe. We have a spark that doesn't come too often in one life. But if you must ignore the signs, then I will stay inside. No, I won't make you stay, make you stay. Like the
always hear the fun here. Oh my goodness, baby fat, my God, you're gonna kill me. All right. All right, we are almost ready. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'll get everybody started here with something. Oh, I love it. Yeah, he's cute. I love it.
Oh, like the pigeon lady off Home Alone, or like Piers Morgan.
Here you go.
He's probably going to sue me for that. Piers Morgan, you look just like the pigeon lady from Home Alone.
There you go. You're good to go now.
I'm good to go now.
All right. So, there we go. Yes, that's correct. So.
I'm just looking for my alternate drinks.
Maybe we actually need to come down some.
It's impossible.
All right. Yes, sir. Mine.
He's in the seagull stage.
Mine. Yeah, mine.
Mine. That pasta salad looks beautiful. I hope it tastes good.
Oh, yeah.
It looks
Yeah,
good.
it looks great.
I'm just turning into fucking Gordon Ramsay.
Well, okay. All right, we actually.
Why do you cover up the ants?
Oh, I didn't mean to.
Cover up the ants. We got a whole biome over here. Oh, it looks stupid.
What? Well, we're not looking at the camera. The camera's behind us. Yeah. All right, so, but our number one thing that we're talking about is the winter storm that's coming. We've been getting ready for it, trying to stock up on food and water. So we're going to go ahead and play the video here. We do know that we got a serious situation coming, and we were looking at weather forecast earlier, explaining that to the south of us in Georgia and South Carolina, that it's going to be majority of ice. So I think they're looking at literal inches of ice. But we're going to take a look at this one right here. All right.
Pan out, but this one is panning out, it looks like. Yeah, everyone's in agreement now that the crazy forecast is actually happening. This is going to be one of those storms you probably remember for much of your life. Basically, more than the eastern half of the United States is going to be below freezing. Most of that below zero. They're calling for, foot and a half of snow all through here, all the way to the mid-Atlantic, and 3 inches of ice in this pink band right here. 3 inches of ice is unbelievably catastrophic. That is worse than what Texas experienced in 2021. There's going to be loss of life.
Well,
anywhere there's 3 inches of ice, there's no power. There's not going to be a power
line
line that's not on the ground when there's 3 inches of ice. And emergency services aren't going to be able to reach you because there's 3 inches of ice on the road. That's what's going on.
Okay.
Do you know here? They just took out our 911
One and put it in with Forsyth County.
Yes, they did. And the fire departments are shutting down also.
Really?
Yes, they just shut down Franklin Fire Department.
That's right. Okay.
And made them someplace else. And Arlington, or not, it wasn't Arlington. It was another fire department. Boonville Fire Department, I think, lost their funding. They were having to go with another one. They're getting rid of all of our 911 stuff.
Well, that's when it starts to worry me.
Fuck out of the sky.
Yeah.
For the past 2 days now.
Well, yeah, and you took pictures earlier to show how intense it was, and it is
like a waffle iron outside.
Yeah, it's crazy. So actually, yeah, if you could send those to me, I'll put them up here in a moment. Here you go.
Oh.
But yeah, so, and also remember Hurricane Helene, and that's why we question everything now as far as if it's natural. So I don't know, this storm looks like it's going to be a major hit on infrastructure. It looks like it's going to do major damage, billions, if not, hundreds of billions of dollars worth of damage that this is going to do to infrastructure. So yeah, let's keep on with
to happen if this forecast is correct. The grid's going to fail.
And tomorrow's supposed to be season. I know. So you tell me. I think we're all right. Here we go.
Refineries are going to shut down. Water systems are going to shut down. Could knock out a couple of LNG terminals if it goes far enough south on the Gulf Coast. This is going to be a disaster if this forecast is even close to accurate. I mean, a major disaster. Huge natural disaster across pretty much all the southern states. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if you live in the pink area, you should plan to be without power for at least a week, maybe a month. That doesn't mean it's going to happen, but you need to prepare for it because it wouldn't be the first time it happened, okay? This is that. People went without power for a month in Texas in 2021. This is a repeat of that. For you folks in the upper Midwest, where it's going to be like 30 below, take the largest electric bill you've ever had in your life and add, I don't know, 25% to that or more. Yeah. But more importantly, just be prepared.
All right, so also keep in mind that during this time that we're supposed to be iced up and probably without power or any way to communicate with the world, that we have major military movement going to the Middle East. It looks like they are preparing for some type of major strike, probably this weekend while we're in the dark and the markets are closed. So let's see, what was this? 5 hours ago. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna.
What's going on, guys?
On
It's
NY
Greg
Prepper
here,
for my
aka
information here.
NY Prepper.
It's 18 minutes long. We're
Wednesday,
trying to
January
zigzag
21st,
around.
2026.
Okay, let
And I
me
have
just
some
see if we, here we go.
sample between the U.S. and the European countries over Trump's obsession with Greenland. And what you're looking at here is just a small sample of all these aerial refuelers that left the U.S. last night and went to Europe and the Middle East. You can see 6 KC-135 Strato tankers up in the air over the United States. We also had a severe, possibly G5 class geomagnetic storm over the weekend, and that's extremely rare, and it just came out of nowhere. There was an X-class flare, and this is why you need to be prepared, because these solar flares can take out the power grid.
Well, from what I saw, the solar event that we just had was damn near level, Carrington level event, which is what
they had it at a G4 class, which is the second highest level on their scale. But based on the planetary K index, we potentially may have reached G5, which is the highest class of a geomagnetic storm. So these flares are very, very dangerous. They can take out communications and the power grid, so you need to always be prepared.
All right, man.
Because it can happen out of nowhere. And
so anyway, I'm not gonna. I'm not. You guys can do your own research. We've got major military movement to the Middle East, and it has been that way. It appears that we're preparing for some type of a major strike somewhere in the Middle East. Iran, supposedly.
It creeps me out about these like winter storms and stuff, because people go out of their way and they buy a lot of extra stuff and spend a lot of extra money, and then if it doesn't happen, then by the time everybody's exhausted their resources, and something really serious is going to happen, and nobody's going to be able to afford to fucking prepare.
Well, I mean, maybe that's what the whole thing is. Maybe that's the whole.
Allegedly.
Yeah, for entertainment. Yeah, only for entertainment purposes only. Well, this winter storm is going to be the most pressing. Like I said, I truly believe that they're going to use this. Half of the country is going to be in the dark. This is like a golden opportunity. Well, yeah. But all we can do is pray. And, geez, that's all we got anyway. Only God can save us, because these people are evil. I mean, I'm not talking the administration. I'm talking about the cabal.
Use this snowstorm for time to spend with your family, because then you'll have to release them back out into the world. And how awful does that sound?
And remember to eat the weakest one.
Unless they're vegan.
Then they're poison.
Yeah. Then they're like a cherry pit, I feel like. Poisonous. You only have to eat 60 cherry pits to die.
Really?
Yes.
You only have to eat a pound of apple seeds to die.
That's a lot.
60 cherry pits is a lot.
Not a pound. You have to bite them first, though.
Oh, well, you
And
talk.
the potato thing really scared me.
Oh yeah. Potatoes. Well, now we know like a really easy way
It
to like
gives off the same aroma as night, which is like in the same
Poisonous.
classification, I think, as like belladonna.
right, extremely poisonous.
Yes.
I actually found something
Have an
interesting.
enemy about belladonna seeds on Amazon. They're over their garden, allegedly.
Or pack the underside of their house, their crawl space, with potatoes.
Or fish. Both. Potatoes and fish.
I found something. So we've got all the fraud that has happened in Minnesota, obviously, over the past few years. They've stolen billions of dollars from hardworking taxpayers to go to the 80 IQ light bulb heads. So let's go. I found this.
Yeah, we're beyond the point of fucking caring anymore.
Yeah, we don't care.
Yes,
Yeah, we don't care. So what I found is a story from 7 years ago that I found coincidental with what's happening now.
Yeah, right. Are you?
For
you
5
didn't think
months,
we were
we've been
looking?
investigating what
You didn't
appears
think
to
we
be
were looking?
rampant fraud
Apparently
in a massive
not.
state program. A fraud suspected of costing Minnesota taxpayers as much as $100 million a year.
Why do you look like
7 years
Reporting
ago.
is based
You
on
look like
public
Robert
records
Stack from
and
the
nearly a
90s.
dozen government
Maybe he
sources
is.
who have direct knowledge of what's happening.
I don't think he does.
These
Well, he
sources
does.
have a
He does.
deep
He
fear,
does look
and
like
there's
him.
evidence to support their concerns that some of that public money is ending up in the hands of terrorists.
But this is
We
7
begin
years
at
ago. What
Minneapolis
the
St. Paul
hell?
International Airport,
Yes.
where mysterious suitcases filled with cash.
This story's from 7 years ago.
No. On Twitter, fucking. Okay. I thought it just happened.
have become a
Right after
fairly
they got
common
raided,
carry-on.
Somalis decided they were going to leave all the money.
Really? Oh, you thought that this is happening
It's
right?
the
Oh, I
morning
thought
of
you-
March
Like it so
15th.
bad they don't
We're
like it.
chasing a tip about a man who's leaving the country.
The what?
Goddamn George
Our sources
Washington,
tell us he
Jefferson.
just took a carry-on
Oh, yeah,
bag for
yeah, right.
security that was packed with $1 million cash. You can do that as long as you fill out one of these government forms. We're told these cloak and dagger-like scenarios
Oh,
now
that-
happen
that-
almost
that-
weekly
that
at
should go
MSP
viral.
International. The money is
That
usually
roll,
headed
that
to
ramp,
the Middle
we're gonna-
East,
we're gonna clip
Dubai,
that.
and points beyond. Our sources say last year alone, more than $100 million cash left
I don't
MSP
understand
in
that amount of
carry-on.
money.
I don't
That's a
either.
made-up number.
In
What
cash,
we were
yeah,
interested
same
in
here.
is where it was going.
I don't want to know
The
what that. I
national
don't care to
go-to
know.
expert on what's
Yeah.
behind these mysterious money transfers is Glenn Kearns. He's a former Seattle police detective who spent 15 years on the FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force until his retirement.
It's an outright crime. It's unbelievable.
Kearns tracked millions of dollars in cash that was leaving on flights from Seattle. It was coming from hawalas, businesses used to courier money to countries that have no official banking system. Some
Why are we
immigrant
doing
communities
it?
How long does it take to how long is this investigation going to go on then? How long are y'all going to let this go on before you're like, no, we're not letting you take any more monies out of here?
Oh yeah.
You're not going to find the guy at the top because there's no guy at the top. You're just going to circle back to here again.
Yeah, no shit. Let's
I
look
digress.
into it. Let's see where the investigation went. And two red lasers going through the window.
Good Lord.
rely on hawalas to send funds to help impoverished relatives back home. Kearns discovered some of the
Wow.
money was being
What are we
funneled
doing?
to
What
a
is going
hawala
on here?
in a
Oh,
region
of
of
course.
Somalia
This is 7
that's
years
controlled
ago.
by the Al-Shabaab terrorist group.
So I talked to a couple
This is
sources
7
who
years
had lived
ago.
in that region.
What the
And
fuck
I
is going
said,
on here?
If
Are
money
we
is
in a
going
time
to this
warp?
Hawala, do you think it's going to Al-Shabaab?
Ah.
And he said, oh, definitely. That area is controlled by Al-Shabaab, and they control the Hawala there.
He says when the money arrives, whether it was intended
Wait,
for
un
legitimate
momento.
purposes or not, Al-Shabaab or other groups demand a cut. As Kearns dug deeper, he found that some of the individuals who were sending out tens of thousands of dollars worth of remittance payments happened to
is
be
money?
on government
What the
assistance
fuck is
in
money?
this country. How could they
I don't
possibly
know.
come up
I
with
get
such
it on
big
paper.
funds to transfer back home?
We had sources that told
take
us
them everywhere
it's
else
all
and
about
have
the
lots
it's
of
welfare
money.
fraud.
Well, that's
It's
because
all
we're the
about
worldwide reserve
daycare.
currency.
To better
That's why
understand
this
the connection
basically why
between
there's going to be a
daycare
war.
fraud and the surge in carry-on cash,
That's because it's all
we'll have
made
to look
up.
at the
It's all
history
made
of
up to
this
control us.
crime.
5 years
By
ago,
somebody.
the Fox 9 investigators were first to
If-
report
I
that
don't know what I'm
daycare
missing.
fraud was on the
You?
rise here in Minnesota.
As far
We
as what?
exposed how some
Being on a yacht
businesses
right
were
now.
gaming the system to steal
You
millions
can't
in
miss what you ain't
government
never had.
subsidies
Yeah, exactly,
So good
yeah.
folks,
to help
you're just
low-income
pissing us off
families
is all you're
with their
doing.
child care
Yeah,
expenses.
exactly. That's why.
It's a great
Exactly.
way to
That's
Now,
why.
I
If
wish
they,
I think it's kind of that informal word of
that's
mouth.
why you wouldn't have
In
seen if
order
they
for
wouldn't
the
have told
scheme to
kids to cut
work,
their
the
dicks off
daycare
and shit, and all
centers
this
need to sign
media
up
and all this
low-income families
bullshit they're
that
pushing.
qualify for
Then they
child
would have
care
never
assistance
started doing
funding.
it.
These surveillance videos are from a case prosecuted by Hennepin County. They show parents checking their kids into a center only to leave with them a few minutes later. Sometimes no children would
This
show
is
up.
7 years ago.
That,
Is this a
wait,
mistake?
wait. As a parent, right now, honest question, as a parent, are you going to drive your fucking kid to daycare only to take them the fuck back home with you?
If they hand me $500 in cash to do it, then yes.
Oh, definitely. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. Yes.
That's what's happening.
But either way, the center would bill the state for a full day of childcare.
Told you.
This video from that same case shows a man handing out envelopes of what are believed to be kickback payments to parents.
Yeah, there it is, to the
who are in on
parent. That's exactly what's happening
woman.
that I just said. Huh? To a woman. Oh, yeah.
So they're not allowed to drive and shit.
But they can
They're
take.
covered up. They're not. But you can hand them an envelope full of money. They're allowed to take an envelope full of money.
I guess
to
so.
a fucking woman.
I guess so, at least here in America, where you can do
None of
whatever the
this
fuck
makes
you
any
want.
sense to me.
They can do
I'm not
whatever they
gonna look
want.
into it either
Fraud.
because it's backwards
Where
as
was
fuck
the
and I
money
like it.
going?
Yeah.
I don't know exactly where it went.
I'll just be wrong then.
It adds up when you
Sorry.
begin to look at how many people are involved.
No, I mean,
One
it's obvious
recent
they've been
federal
doing
case
this and
points
robbing
with
you, and then
some
they
of the
turn and
money
laugh at us
going
and tell us they
overseas.
built America.
Of the United States.
A gorilla has an
This is
estimated
video of
IQ of
Fozia
80.
Ali being
A
sworn in as
Somalian
a
has
member
an
of the city of Hopkins
estimated
Park
IQ,
Board.
I can't talk as I
As she
say
was
it,
taking
estimated
her oath
IQ
of
of 65 to
office, she was
75.
also under investigation
Look
for
at that guy
wire
looking.
fraud and
See how
theft of
excited
public
he is
money.
about that person getting sworn in? The same way you get
Yes,
excited
because
if
they're-
a Down syndrome
that's
person
because
got
they're-
a promotion.
Yeah, exactly. It's because
Oh, look how
Yeah.
cute. It's fucking offensive to me. If somebody
Yeah.
looked at me like that man was looking, oh, how sweet it is. They're giving that fucking retard a promotion.
yeah, exactly.
Now I would be offended as fuck. Don't look at me like that, goddammit. Don't look at me like that. Respect me. Don't fucking look at me like I'm a goddamn puppy.
State and federal agents had already raided Ali's daycare center in South Minneapolis. The business was suspected of billing the government for over $1 million
Yeah.
worth of bogus.
No, I think
childcare
it's he's
services.
We
joyous
found
because
records
they're all
that
part of one
indicated that she
cult.
was collecting a significant amount of money for a
The
much
FBI.
larger number of
So this
children
is
than were
7
actually
years
attending
ago?
The center.
Did any of the money
I don't
go
understand.
overseas?
We are aware that some of the funds
Look,
went overseas. Which
7
she's
years
cashing
ago.
out money from the business.
It's
you have an
May
idea what
14th,
it was going
2018.
I can't say.
Can't say or don't know.
How is this
can't say.
right?
Investigators analyzed Ali's cell phone to track her activities. She'd taken a 2-month trip from Minnesota to Dubai and then Kenya, staying at times in $800 a night hotel rooms. She used an app on her phone to bill the state of Minnesota for child care services while she was out of the country. Ali pled guilty to the daycare fraud.
say-
This March, started serving time in a federal prison. She declined our request for an interview.
We believe that there's a scope of
on.
fraud out there that we need to really get our arms around and ensure that those dollars are going to the kids that really need them.
The acting commissioner for the Department of Human Services told us his agency has 10 daycares currently under active investigation for fraud. We've learned dozens more are considered suspicious. Search warrants obtained by the Fox 9 investigators show each one of the suspect centers has received several $1 million in child care.
Expecting the parents of these kids that you're supposedly watching that you're not watching. What if they are watching some of them? If you're expecting these parents to stay quiet,
Yeah.
then what else are you doing?
Oh, and there's no
And you
telling.
know they're not going to tell anything
There's no
with their
telling.
children.
There's no telling. You know, I'm sure because it's just normalized with these people.
That marry their
Assistance
Yeah.
funds.
No, you're right.
According to public records and government sources, most are owned by Somali immigrants.
Do you have any evidence
7
to
years
suggest
ago, this
this
story
looks like
was. Wow.
organized crime?
There's a common pattern in how a lot of these are carried out.
If we
Um,
got
Alright,
a
so-
beyond
bunch
that,
of
not something
68
that I would
IQ
directly
motherfuckers,
categorize as
then we
organized
deserve
crime.
it.
All right, so check this out, Grok. The video you're watching is a 2018 investigative report from Fox 9 Minneapolis St. Paul titled Millions of Dollars in Suitcases Fly to Minneapolis St. Paul International Airport, but why? exposed to large-scale fraud in Minnesota's child care assistance program.
You gotta slow down.
A state welfare subsidy for low-income families.
So
Many
what's
daycare
coming out now?
Many daycare centers, often run by Somali immigrants in the Minneapolis area, were allegedly billing the state for child care services that never happened. But, okay, the 7 years might be a rough estimate referring to the product.
What do you mean? It says. Oh wait, go back up to your question. Go back up to your question. You gotta.
Okay.
Okay, I get what they're saying. 7 years ago, the story was out. Before then, they knew about it, though.
Right, I got you.
The story came out 7 years ago, which makes it even worse because that means they knew about it before the 7 years.
Right.
Because they had time to put the fucking shit together. So somebody's fine.
Why are we just now seeing action on this? The reason we're seeing major federal action on the Minnesota child care assistance fraud allegations right now boils down to a viral video from late December. So Nick Shirley literally, oh my God. Okay, let me just finish. Boils down to a viral video from late December 2025 that reignited and amplified longstanding issues under a new political spotlight. The core problems, like overbilling for non-existent or minimal child care services, often tied to Somali American-run centers in Minneapolis, aren't entirely new. Local reporting, example Fox 9's investigations, flagged similar schemes as far back as 2013 to 2015 with cash smuggling via suitcases at MSP Airport, noted around 2016 to 18. State audits and probes happen periodically.
Recovering some funds. Okay, I don't want to do it together. You either read or I'm going to read.
You do it.
No, I don't want to
Okay. Recovering. I didn't know. I thought you were just getting excited over a part. Yeah. Recovering some funds and leading to a few charges, but enforcement was limited, often due to gaps in attendance verification, whistleblower pushback claims, and political sensitivities around the immigrant community. So basically, you got called a racist if you ask questions.
Like now.
Yeah.
Kind of like now.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of like now. If you want to know who rules over you, then find out who it's illegal to criticize.
The taxpaying population of Minneapolis, how the fuck they feel about it.
Yeah.
Because I bet you they're not down.
No, we saw. I wish I could find that one clip. Let me just see if I can see it. If I can find it. Oh, let's see.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, if I was the black population, I would be madder because don't you think you can lump me into that fucking group?
Yeah, no.
You can lump me into a fucking group of goddamn people just because we're dark skin. Seriously?
Yeah. No, they're not the same.
Like saying black people couldn't vote because they couldn't get IDs and shit.
Oh, I know. That was
lady on the news saying, this is the first time black kids have ever seen a computer before.
Absolutely has to do with us.
And then they.
Go ahead.
This has nothing to do with race. This is fraud.
This absolutely has to do with us being Muslim.
No, it does not.
No, that's all they know. That's all they know.
It's a constitutional argument. If
you should fall back on that.
Change the freedom of religion. Say, listen, you don't want Muslims in this country anymore.
We're not saying that.
No.
We're not saying that.
When I go onto your comments,
fraud.
When I go onto your comments,
my comments.
What I see is people that say we do not want Muslims here. Kick every single Muslim in Minnesota out of Minnesota.
That's a comment.
You're preparing for the Somali community to maybe be taken to concentration camps, just like the Japanese community. All right, you're sensationalizing.
No, we're not.
All right,
Sir,
something that
answer the question. Where is the transportation vehicle company?
Jeopardize
answer the question.
The safety and the protection of the Somali community.
We're talking about
anything
fraud.
happens to the Somali
We're talking about fraud.
Listen, I'm not doing anything. I'm not physically touching.
You're getting very close.
I'm not physically touching. No, I'm not physically touching you.
This is fraud. We're talking about fraud.
What you're
defending fraud.
You're defending fraud.
You're defending fraud.
People who hate Muslims want us out of here
people can say
for
what they
being
want.
Muslim.
I'm not censoring anybody.
Are using your material. Islamophobes use your material.
Islamophobes
hate Islam use your material. Say to us, we don't want you here. Change the Constitution. But guess what? Let me tell you something. Guess what?
All right, so we've got major problems. Major problems. First and foremost, we have the winter storm. And I tell you what, we're going to take a break. We're going to take a break. We'll come back and check up on everything and close it out. But right now, actually, we'll go ahead and close it out, and we'll come back here in a little bit if it works out.
How time's your appointment tomorrow?
1:45. We're going to close it all up, and we'll come back with any updates here soon.